using a screening service from Google and will get a recording and transcript of this call. Go ahead and say why you're calling.
I want my money.
Just so it's clear, go ahead and say more about why you're calling.
You'll be real sorry if you don't give me my money.
Do you need to get a hold of them urgently?
Yes, unless you don't want to visit the hospital.
Sorry, they can't take the call right now. Thanks, and goodbye.
The Google Pixel 4a after 1 week. Is it worth the hype? I know you're curious. Let's do this!
So can you believe it? It's already been over a week since Google sent out. Now, I know you have to be wondering, how is the device so far? Perhaps maybe you pre-ordered, perhaps you're thinking about picking up the Google Pixel 4a when it drops in stores. So if I say Pixel, you say portrait, you say camera, you say photos, you say boss photos. In all seriousness, when I think Pixel, the first thing I think about is the camera. The photos that come out of the Pixel lineup is incredible. The Pixel photos are just ones that stand out from the rest of them. When I mentioned before about the Pixel 3a, I took it, unboxed it in the DR, and it was my go-to camera for most of the time at the DR. The thing about it is the believers that came once I turned around and showed them what the picture ended up looking like. The pixels, you have to see it to believe it. And that remains true still because of just taking, your normal picture and how much, Google worked on the software just to make it be what it is and what it's known for.
SpecTechular gadgets.
They are legit, they are pleasing, and they are professional looking as far as cameras on a smartphone go. What I like about it the most is you can really get a good photo without even trying. Pretty much in any lighting environment can get you really good pictures that you're going to be happy with. If you're buying this device for the camera, you already won. The next topic that I want to touch on in the short amount of time that I've owned this device is the battery. So Google claims you will miss your charger if you have the Google Pixel 4a. Facts. This little phone, as far as the battery goes, can totally hold its own. It is as promised. Battery lasts me a day, if not some, and that is with, normal use. but normal use to me, which is, yeah, I've been taking a lot of photos with this. I've been doing social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that, as well as supporting some of my other content creators by watching their videos and commenting on YouTube. Another thing that I noticed about the battery, which I'm pretty pleased about, is there is no like battery drain as soon as I unplug the charger. It will remain at 100 or whatever I left it off at without draining so drastically. The battery, you won't have to really worry about finding a charger. The next thing that I want to touch on is the speakers. As you saw in my unboxing, if you did watch that video, I appreciate it, thank you. The speakers on this device are great. This device has stereo speakers, so you're getting a nice full sound, and they are loud and they are balanced, and it sounds pretty pleasing to the ears.
SpecTechular gadgets.
The next thing that I want to talk about quickly is the display. It's a small device with a big display. You barely have any bezels on this display, and so you get more screen, so it's more pleasing to watch content on and do whatever it is that you're doing on your device. Good job, Google. The next thing that I want to talk about is the fingerprint sensor on the back. I also wanted to show you, without the case on, that you don't get the fingerprints that a lot of people don't like. I know I don't like a lot of fingerprints. It just looks nasty to me, but that's just me. But the fingerprint sensor on this device, it works every time. It really doesn't seem like there's much to it, but let me go ahead and turn this off for you. So as you see, it's off. I'm gonna go ahead and place my finger on the fingerprint sensor, like so, and it's on. I haven't had a time where it did not unlock my device. So the fingerprint sensor, although it's not the most pronounced fingerprint sensor I've ever had, but it works. Now, like I always say, there is no device that is perfect. But some of the things that I would like to see is possibly, I would have liked to see wireless charging on this device. The iPhone SE has it, which I was kind of surprised, and I thought that this one was going to have it as well. Next up, it would have been nice to have face unlock on this device. You have the fingerprint sensor, which is nice. You also have a pen, a pattern that you can use to unlock your device, but there is no face unlock with the Pixel 4a. Lastly, I would have liked to have expandable storage on this device so that I can go ahead and slip in an SD card to give me more storage when needed. Now, this device has 128 gigabytes of storage, so it may be just fine for the majority of people. So overall, what I'm saying, for the week that I've used this device, I'm going to say that yes, it's still a really good buy. I would say that Google made a solid, attractive, smooth device. Again, this is running off of a Snapdragon 730, and I haven't really had any issues with that processor. It's actually really smooth. I can play games. This device can play games without any issue. You don't necessarily need gaming phones to run Call of Duty or whatnot. What I did notice is while playing Call of Duty, the device did warm up a little bit, but other than that, I didn't really drop any frames when playing. Moving quickly back and forth, I didn't notice any lag, and you know, I won the game, so you know. This is actually a good device for people who kind of really like pixels anyway, someone who wants to try something that's not so expensive, but something that's going to get updates and they get Android first. Things like that would be a reason why somebody, maybe that's you, would like to try the Pixel 4a. So that's been my week so far with this device. And I can't say that I'm pleasantly surprised because I knew what I was getting into after owning the Pixel 3a, the Pixel 4 XL. It is my go-to device. If nothing else, it would totally be just for the photos, but it also comes with so much more that a lot of people come to like. Well, that about wraps it up for my week with the Pixel 4a. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to chill with me as we go through this journey. And until next time, everyone, I want you all to have a spectacular day. Later.